Welcome back to Gagne Farms, everybody. Today we need to do a little bit of harvesting. We took a little mini vacay over the weekend and this garden exploded on us. I think we got about half inch or 3/4 of an inch of rain come through Monday night, so that really helped out too. We really needed the rain, but we gotta get some of this stuff picked. Check this out right here, guys. These are our onions, and OMG, we lost our onions big time. So they were going along nicely and they got dry fast. The heat waves that we had, they just dried everything out. So these guys are done. We're putting them in the bucket. Anything that's like this guy here, he's pretty much done. There might be a few of them in here that the stems are still standing up, but most part they're pretty much done. Let's get these onions picked real quick so we can get them inside. These onions started out really nice in these beds. What happened was it got really warm and these beds dried out. They do not retain the water that you would want for a nice onion. So next year, definitely gonna move beds. We're gonna put these onions in a different bed that's not raised up as much. This bed grows carrots wonderfully. Onions, it started out great, but it got too hot for them. Just couldn't retain enough water. We were watering every night. Couldn't get enough water on these onions to keep them alive. So lesson learned. We'll put them in a new bed next year and maybe get some kind of irrigation to them, a drip tape or something of that sort. We're going to continue pulling and move on to the next thing that needs to be harvested because we got a whole bunch that needs to go in here. Up next, we've got our broccoli, and this stuff is still producing little by little. Each day we get a little bit more, so that's a nice head right there. We're going to cut that guy right now. Hand this guy over to Candace. So our Brussels sprouts are really looking nice still. They're getting big. Holy moly. The thingies are humongo. So with our broccoli, some of this is bolted a little bit. We'll still cut that and eat it. We don't really mind. Some of it. If it starts getting the yellow flowers on it, we don't eat it at that point. But we'll trim it back and still get the little florets coming off the sides. Kind of like this here. So this here had a head on there. We cut it back and now you're getting offshoots from it, and we just keep collecting on that. It looks like we got some nice heads of cabbage here. Look at that, Candace. They're small, but that's okay. That's kind of what we get back here. And this guy's got sprouts on him.
Good. I wonder when they were going to start.
Yeah. This guy bolted on us before we get ahead. All right, now we are down to the cucumbers. Look at them. These things are humongo. Now, some of these we are going to have to make into relish, or some of them might even need to go to the chicky chicks like this guy here. We'll just give that guy right there to the chickens. Once they get all yellow like that, they're pretty much full of seeds. So that's why I've got my chicken coop so close to the garden, is we can just do this number right here. Take this guy over here and then give the chickens a little treat. Oop. They'll get it. Oh yeah, look at them go. They like cucumbers, let me tell you. So that's nice. We'll give them a few treats here for today, but a lot of the stuff's still good for relish. There's a lot of little ones in here too, and this is just our first picking. There was actually a couple different successions when we planted these cukes, so there's plenty of cukes and pickles and relish to be had. Candace needs gloves. Oh, oh. Ooh. That's a good eating pickle right there. Cucumber, not pickle. There's so many in here. That's a good eating size right there. We love to make pickles and relish. We eat them year round. We do a lot of grilling as well, so we grill throughout the winter months. Even though it's really cold outside, we'll go out and fire the grill up in the barn. So we do use relish on our brats and sliced pickles on our hamburgers all year.
You got one right here. That's a good one.
You gonna cut it? Look at all these cucumbers for the first picking. That's great. And these are like the perfect size right here too. So there's a couple in here that'll probably go to the chickens right there. Maybe a couple more. That's okay. It doesn't go to waste even if I'm feeding it to the chickens. So now that we got all the cucumbers picked, we got to move on to the peppers. And there are a few peppers in here that don't look too bad at all. So there is a nice little green pepper right there. Got a couple newbies starting. There's one over on that plant we're going to leave. There's a couple here that we're going to leave, but they are looking good. So there's a couple here that we might be able to get. And there's a couple more down here. All in all, not too bad. We are going to have some peppers. There's a nice one.
That's a good one. We'll take it.
Yep. With the way that we had a problem with our peppers this year, we weren't sure that we were going to get any peppers at all. So to get what we getting, we getting it good.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
That's right. Oh, look at that. Well, that's a nice jalapeno bush going on there. These are reapers here, and we are getting reaper peppers up in there. These were severely stunted, and I thought I killed them one time, and I kind of got them to come back. Probably not going to get a whole lot off these guys because they were just a late bloomer. You know, it was tough. It's not that we planned them late. We planned them.
Right there?
I don't know what those are.
There's a good one right there. Do you see it?
Yeah, if that's it kind of looks like a jalapeno to me. It's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, with how late we got everything going, how stunted everything was, I knew it wasn't going to be a good pepper year, and that's okay. We'll just we're going to get what we can here. Oh, there's some Scotch bonnets though. These are probably yellow Scotch bonnets right there, but we're going to get some hot peppers there. And there's another Scotch bonnet starting out. So definitely going to get some hot peppers. I see some Thai chilies there, some chilies here. That looks like a green pepper. Looks like it got mixed up. Oh, it looks like one of our pepperoncinis made it. We had started a whole bunch of Yep, it's a peppercini. We had started a whole bunch of peppercini plants, and we had total problems in the garden, or in the greenhouse this year, starting everything. Not in the greenhouse, but in the grow room. You guys have seen all of our videos on that. So we're getting stuff though. It's okay. It's just going to be a kind of a slow year, which is totally fine. All right, this row, we've got zucchini. It's growing. It's flowering. There's one. That's a picker. Candace, I'm picking it.
You got a zucchini?
I got a zucchini. Look at that guy.
Sounds like dinner.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nice.
We got one zucchini. So,
beautiful.
Yep, we got a whole bunch of flowers in here. Zucchini, if you don't know, kind of flowers like in the morning. So when I'm leaving to work in the morning, there would be a whole row of flowers going on here, and then I get back in the evening and nothing's going. So it's always kind of disappointing, but I'm glad that we got a zucchini out of it, and it looks like We got some starts of more zucchini coming in here. This is the most zucchini that we've ever grown. Not one, but like the most plants that like took off like it did. We moved them up, and the last few years we put them way back in the garden, and nothing grows well back there. So any kind of veggie that we want, that we actually want to eat, keep moving up, closer towards the barn, and that seems to be the key with getting a good harvest of pretty much everything. Right about here, I would say, right about in this area, this row or so, all the way down to the end of the garden there, that's all prime growing area. Once you get back here, there's just not enough light, but it looks like Candace has
some sunflowers going.
some sunflowers, and these are the branching ones that were supposed to be. Yep, yeah. There's a second head right there. There's another zucchini right here. It's just small, but actually that's probably a good, oh, there's another one right there. You might want to look at these, Candace. These are probably the eating size you want.
Some amaranth poking out back.
Yeah, we're gonna go take a look at your flowers here right away. All right, we're down to the supposed to be the flower area of the garden, but I don't know what is going on. Oh, there's a glad. I was just gonna say, I'm not seeing a glad at all, but this guy's just getting going. A little weak there. Looks like he's been open for a day or two, but see, they're starting to shoot up their flowers here on some of these, and they actually shoot up, like certain colors shoot up all at once. It's weird. I don't know how the plant knows that it needs, like if it's white it needs to shoot up, or if it's purple it needs to stay back for another week or whatever, but they're just starting to poke.
Well, you know what the biggest problem is?
Weeds.
Well, yeah, and when we didn't have a lot of time, it was more important to weed the vegetables. So.
Yeah, that's what we always spend our time getting veggies, and we let some of these flowers go every once in a while. Well, pretty much every year. We got some assorted different flowers. I think that's celosia back in there. These look like, I don't know, Candace, what do you call these guys? Globe amaranth. Yep.
Oh, here's the white one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Those usually are the ones that go first.
Yeah. Ooh, we got some yarrow coming up here. Yeah, look at that. We got a little bit of amaranth starting here. These amaranth oops, I just stepped on one. These amaranth, if you don't know, they get 6-7 feet tall, and they really take off. I was looking, oh, I see one.
Yeah, I was just
So a couple weeks ago I wanted to try an experiment, and I came through here. We had this whole bed I just tilled up. I had put a bunch of compost in here, and I'm like, hey, let's just put some pumpkin seeds in and see what happens. And lo and behold, I see one right here. That's one pumpkin seed. Not seeing a whole lot of others right now, but yeah,
that one right there?
Yeah, that might be one there too. So yeah, it was, you know, if we get a pumpkin, I could throw it on the porch or so around Thanksgiving, then great. What?
Halloween.
By the time these things grow, it's gonna be Thanksgiving pumpkins. So we got some other random flowers here. Looks like some straw flowers and some zinnias. And these are dahlias, aren't they? Or no, dahlias were over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what those were, but they never exactly came up.
These are straw flowers.
Are they?
Yeah.
We got some dahlias back here. So now we need to go inside and start preserving all this stuff. We got our peppers, our zucchini, our cucumbers, our onions, and I've actually got my garlic that needs to be taken care of. That's been curing in the barn. That's all done now. I'll take a video of that and show you guys as well. But our tomatoes are actually looking decent. Do have some blight. Not uncommon around here to have any blight, let me tell you, but we do have quite a few tomatoes. We're starting to get a little bit of blush on some of these guys.
There's one that's
Candace, you see one?
starting to get, oh, that's got blossom and rot though.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yep.
There's one on the ground though.
Yeah. That one, there's nothing wrong with.
No.
First tomato of the season. So, yeah, there's a few guys that are starting to pop. So I'm sure all you Southerners with a little bit more heat and growing season, you're probably already processing tomatoes right about now. We're not quite there yet, but it's not going to be long at all. Well, that's about it. We're going to run inside and start getting some of this stuff processed up. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We've got more. I tell you that all the time, but I swear I do. Look at this. We even got some nice little dill going on here. Some basil, all the good herbs. And we've still got a lot of things to process in this garden. You guys, I appreciate it. I want to know how your garden's doing. You guys leave me a comment down below, and we will catch you on the next one.
Still for the pickles.
No. Yeah.
Still for the pickles.
Now hold up a pickle.